So, Happy New Year to everybody. This New Year, I'm quite happy. Okay, you know why? There is a reason why I'm happy. Last couple of days, few days, there's so many inquiries coming in for yoga. We want to join yoga. We want to join yoga. Why is that? So many inquiries. Huh?
New Year resolutions.
Yeah, New Year resolution. Okay, New Year resolution. Suddenly there is an influx of yoga inquiries. Everybody wants to join yoga. Okay. So I was very excited. First couple of days, on the first, on the second, then now towards the end, 1 week is almost over. Uh, then people are saying, sending some smileys, saying that I will do yoga on the weekends. Do you have any weekend classes? Weekdays, it's too busy. My body is tired. My that is tired. After work, you can't do yoga. Okay. So 1 week is over. After 1 week, they have decided, I'm doing yoga as per my New Year resolution. I'm definitely doing yoga, but on the weekends. Now, next weekend, what will happen? Right? This is what happens with New Year resolutions. Any one of your friends like this? New Year resolution, we want to do yoga. Anybody told you that they want to do yoga? I hope it is our duty to motivate everyone around us to practice. Okay. Everyone around us, we should motivate them to practice. How do you motivate them to practice? How do we motivate everyone to practice yoga? Give me an example. How do we motivate people to practice yoga?
Show our results. That's the only way.
That is exactly correct. Right? There is no point in going and telling people to do yoga. Right? There is absolutely no point in going and telling people to do yoga. Okay, you can do that maybe for a couple of days. After that, it falls off. The only way you can get people motivated to do yoga is to be an example yourself. Right? When you are with them, they want to feel as energetic as you are, as positive as you are. Right? They want to be with you because of that energy levels. Because whenever they are with you, they are energized. Right? Only then you can, you know, motivate people to practice yoga. So all of you have to start doing this. Okay, get as many people practice yoga. Now, there are so many misconceptions of yoga, right? So our definition of yoga is totally different from the general definition which people understand yoga. The general definition, right? If you look at people around us, you ask them whether they're practicing yoga. Yes, they might be practicing yoga. But their definition of yoga is just limited to maybe some Surya Namaskar. I do 12 Surya Namaskars every day. First thing in the morning, I do 12 Surya Namaskars. I'm doing yoga. Okay. Some people, they do maybe 5 or 10 minutes of stretching asanas, and they say that they are doing yoga. Last 20 years, every single day I'm doing yoga. Right? We need to understand that all this is not yoga. Yoga is a complete lifestyle. Right? If you want to achieve the state of yoga, okay, your whole lifestyle has to be changed or oriented in certain fashion. Just doing some asanas, you are not practicing yoga. Just doing a little bit of meditation, you are not practicing yoga. Being a vegetarian, you are not practicing yoga. Now being a vegan, you are definitely not practicing yoga. These days on Instagram you will see, oh, I am vegan. I am vegan. All the yogis, all these young girls keep saying that I am vegan. Okay, they feel that is the definition of being a yogi. Right? None of this is yoga. Yoga is that entire lifestyle which encompasses multiple facets of health, both as body as well as mind. Okay. Also diet. Also understanding the knowledge of your mind. That is a yoga philosophy. Understanding how your mind works. Okay, so all of this is a lifestyle. Okay, when should you wake up? How much time you should sleep? Okay, there are so many gurus with beard and all that coming and saying that, oh, you just have to sleep 3 hours a day. I sleep 3 hours a day. You should also sleep 3 hours a day. Bah! If you sleep 3 hours a day, you won't be able to work the next day. I guarantee you that. Okay. So don't listen to all this nonsense saying that 3 hours of a day sleep is enough. Right? For normal average people, you need around 7 hours, I would say, on an average. Right? All of this has to be incorporated. Okay, focus, attention. If you are working, the focus and attention has to be there. If you are meditating, the focus and attention has to be there to meditate. If you are going to the temple, okay, you might be practicing bhakti yoga. But when you're practicing bhakti yoga, you need to realize that the stone out there, the idol out there, is not God. You need to understand that. By itself, that idol out there is not God. That idol out there is a sharpening device for your mind. Right? So you want to cut something, your weapon has to be sharpened. You cannot go cutting with a blunt instrument. Right? So if you want to cut out all your bad habits, you need a focused mind. You need a sharp weapon. And that sharp weapon is your mind. And to sharpen that mind, you need something to sharpen it. So the idol sitting in the temple is that sharpening device. Okay, it is to focus your mind. It is to sharpen your mind. So in Bhakti Yoga, you use different types of mantras to focus your mind on that particular idol. Not just going to the temples and saying, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. I'll give you 100 rupees. Dakshina, 100 rupees Dakshina. You give me 1 million lottery. Don't be like that. And don't listen to all these unnecessary astrologers going to one astrologer to another astrologer to another astrologer. And they will say, go to this temple, that temple. You will have time only to go to temples. So this new year, let's stop all of this. Let us focus on one thing, which is sharpening your mind. Once the mind is sharpened, you can focus. You can focus on everything. You can focus on your family. You can focus on your work. You can be the best at everything. And when it comes to fitness, physical fitness, right? A lot of people say that, okay, I hate weight training. I don't want big muscles. I hate weight training. I will only do yoga. I'll do stretching exercises. I will not touch weights. Okay. I'm telling them they are stupid. Right? Weight training, if used properly, is an extremely good tool for your fitness. Even if for reducing your body fat, weight training is important. Because when you weight train, you develop muscles. Okay, unless you have too much of steroids, don't worry, you will not have big muscles. Okay, but you will develop muscles and you will develop strength. And girls, don't worry, you don't have that much of testosterone that you will develop masculine muscles. Don't worry, you will just be toned, right? But having muscular mass improves your metabolic rate. Okay, it helps you burn more fat. Right? It helps to prevent injuries. Okay, it takes the load off your joints. Otherwise, as you become older, there is more and more strain coming on your joints because muscles is reducing. There is more and more focus, pressure, stress coming on your joints, and then you results in arthritis, that and this. You can't even walk. You can't lift even your suitcase off the floor. You cannot lift a small kid off the floor. Okay, that pain, joint pain, back pain, that pain, everything. So weight training is an important component of your fitness. Okay. Now, the next thing is about cardiovascular fitness, right? So when you talk about cardiovascular fitness, why do we need cardio? Some people, they just like to go to the gym, pump. Okay, they were just only interested in muscles. But just having muscles is useless. Just having muscles is useless, right? Your heart and lungs also has to be fit. The biggest mistake people do, the gym goers, the gym lovers, they hate doing any cardio activity. When they hate doing cardio activity, the heart becomes weak. Heart cannot function properly. It cannot pump properly. Lungs become weak. And you have all the diseases coming. High blood pressure, that and this. You might be going to the gym every single day, 1 hour in the gym. Right? But not very helpful. So cardiovascular fitness is also important. Then we come to the favorite of our yogis, stretching, asanas. Okay. Asanas is also very important. Right? So even for the people who are going to the gym, asanas are important. Okay, because it stretches the fascia, of the muscles. This is covering the sheath of the muscles, which helps the muscles to grow better, helps reduce injury because the range of motion is increased. So many benefits, even for people who are just interested in developing muscles. Just imagine, stretching is extremely important for people who are just interested in developing muscles. Stretching is also important for injury prevention. Now, asanas has got more benefit than just stretching. Asanas also help you maintain your hormonal balance. Okay, whether it is sympathetic hormones, parasympathetic hormones, right? It helps to maintain that balance. So, asanas are also important. Okay. Then when we come to meditation, some people just hate meditation. Some people just love meditation. Some people like to sleep in meditation. Some people just sit in meditation and go to sleep. Okay, so there are different types of people. Okay, but some form of meditation is extremely important. Why? Meditation is what helps you sharpen your mind. All the rest is just the preamble. Meditation is what helps you focus. Okay. Anything in life can be achieved if you have that focus. The mind is focused. Whether it is getting a good job or whatever. Right? Whether it is making money or whatever. Focus, focus, focus. So meditation is also important. Right? Then when we come the diet. Right? Diet is also important. I will never advise a vegetarian to be a non-vegetarian. And I will never advise a non-vegetarian to be a vegetarian. If you are vegetarian, good, be vegetarian. If you are non-vegetarian, fantastic, be non-vegetarian. Okay. It all depends on what your goals are. It all depends on what your goals are. Right? If your goal is to develop muscles or to become strong, the best way is to be non-vegetarian. The best way. Okay. Now, if you just want a little bit of lean muscle, you want to reduce fat, okay, and your focus is more on mental things, mental activity, not too much physical, vegetarian is okay. There are so many reasons for that. Okay. In most of the vegetarian foods, you don't get the full spectrum of amino acids you require to build muscle. So, you have to be very careful to mix and match the right vegetarian protein things to get the optimum result. So it is very difficult, right? And that is why these days you have supplements, whey protein supplements and all that we have. Okay. But ideal thing, if your goal is to build muscle, the best way is being non-vegetarian. There is absolutely no doubt. If someone is saying otherwise, oh, this actor, he is pure vegetarian, see his muscles. Probably he is pharmaceutically enhanced. I'm not saying what. Pharmaceutically enhanced. A lot of people are pharmaceutically enhanced these days. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Right. A lot of bodybuilders also these days, they are only interested in developing muscles. And in a competitive situation, they have to be pharmaceutically enhanced. But the problem is, if you are pharmaceutically enhanced, let me be blunt, having steroids, right? If you are having steroids, Your success factor depends on the right doctor you have. Otherwise, last year alone, maybe tens of top bodybuilders have died with heart attack or kidney failure or whatever. Tens of them are top bodybuilders, not one or two. Not one or two. Right? So when you go overboard with all these steroids and things like that, instead of getting good health, you are actually destroying your health. Okay? Instead of having good health, you are actually destroying your health. Right? So these are things which you have to understand. Okay? So proper diet is important. Right? Whether it is vegetarian or non-vegetarian, vegan, I wouldn't even, don't even go there. It is extremely bad for you. All the marketing nonsense you are hearing is nonsense. Okay? Don't even go there. Vegetarian, yeah, if you are vegetarian, no problem. Be vegetarian, no problem. I'm not advising any vegetarians to turn to non-vegetarian food. No. Okay, but if you are non-vegetarian, good. Okay. And being non-vegetarian is not a hindrance for practicing yoga. Absolutely not a hindrance. This is what you have to emphasize. This is all the nonsense people are talking about. Okay, that is, I was hearing to a podcaster. Okay, these days I was non-vegetarian, but I stopped non-vegetarian because now I am meditating. A big podcaster, famous podcaster. Okay, these days I'm meditating. I have developed a meditation app. Okay, so now I have given up non-vegetarian food because I want to meditate. Okay, people don't understand, right? Being non-vegetarian is not a hindrance for practicing meditation, right? And then you have that is where the philosophy of yoga comes also. Philosophy of yoga. Why are we doing yoga? Okay. All of this, whether it is our Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, all of this comes under the philosophy of yoga. You need to understand that. You need to understand. When you start reading and understanding and learning about these, you start understanding about yourself. Right? You start understanding about yourself. Once you understand yourself, then you can start improving. Okay. And all of this is incorporated into what? I can't hear. All of this is incorporated into?
Holistic yoga.
Exactly. Right? All of this is incorporated into holistic yoga. So it is not just one aspect. Right? It is not just one aspect. We are encompassing everything that is required for health and well-being. Everything that is required for health and well-being. Right? Don't just look at one aspect. The biggest mistake everybody is doing is they're just looking at one or two aspects. That's it. And they think that they're doing well because they have not been guided properly. So our message to everybody for this new year is encompass all of this. Don't restrict yourself. Don't restrict yourself to this or this or this or this. All of this is required. Right? To make you a better person, to achieve whatever you want in life. All of this is required. To be healthy, to be fit. Okay. Be happy. I want everybody. Praveen is smiling. I love that smile. It's like that smile. Vrinda is also smiling. That's so that happiness is required. We are doing all of this for what? For happiness. Right? So this is the message which we, all of you already know it, right? We have to convey this message to everyone else.